another topic I wanted to cover was how older women lie to younger women and give them bad advice. So, I saw a TikTok clip of a female dating coach going viral. Let's pull it up.
I need women to understand that men will say they want good women, but good women never get rewarded. It's always like, oh, I want a day one girl. I want a girl that has been there from the beginning. But those women get literally later on cheated on. Why is this? Because that's not the woman they want. That's the only woman they can get right now. Once they are at a level where they have the money, they want to spend their money on the fantasy woman.
Okay, so do you see her instilling fear into the younger generation? So I will say one thing. What she's saying isn't factually true. So they followed people that won the lottery, both men and women. And when men got money, they were actually more likely to stay with the person that they married. Where, on the other hand, when women got money, they were more likely to divorce. So if somebody's willing to leave when they get money, it's actually women, it's not men. And the second thing that she points out is that good women do not get rewarded. Well, good, ugly women, I'm sorry, guys, they don't get rewarded. You have to be cute enough for the guy to take you seriously. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. But women like this, they're talking about the top 10, 20% of men. They surveyed 5,000 men in 2023, and they asked, what percent of you have had more than one sexual partner in the last year? Only 10% of men said that they had. So let's just say they're lying and it's the top 20% of men. That's an 8 or higher. The issue is 5s, 6s, and 7s are being loyal to 8s, 9s, and 10s when the 8s, 9s, and 10s are very clear that it's a situationship and they don't want anything to do with them. It doesn't count if you're in a situationship. But when guys are in actual relationships with their girls over time, sometimes they get money and they step out. We've seen that in celebrity marriages, but they don't typically leave. And the problem is women like this will say, oh, good women don't get rewarded. Only bad behavior gets rewarded. And that's not true, guys. Sometimes hot chicks get away with stuff, but the feminine, soft, kind, nurturing women that have been raised to be wives are rewarded in the long run, and they are only not rewarded when they're going after men that are not husbands. You cannot go after Chris Brown and be mad that he didn't wife you. Obviously not. So let's look at the comments section. This is why I only give him attention when he buys me something. Okay, so I wanted to point out what this is. So the women that teach these tricks, and some of these tricks, they work, but they only work on the men that you don't want. Women only love men when the women are serving the men, not the men serving the women. And when the men are following the woman's lead, women don't even like those guys. These tricks work, but they only work on men that do not understand women's nature. And relationships that start like this are doomed to fail. The next comment says, you're not the woman they want, you're the woman they can get right now. You know what's interesting? Women always put the way that they feel onto men. When women upgrade in lifestyle, when they get a promotion at work, they're more likely to divorce men. It is not the same vice versa. So that's actually more of a feminine mindset than a male mindset. Men are much more loyal than women. Jeff Bezos got divorced by his wife. He didn't divorce his wife. And I know you guys will say, well, they'll cheat. Yeah, sometimes they do, but they don't typically leave. And that is the difference. And again, women have this mindset because they've been in situationships. It is not because they loved a man for many years and were a supportive, amazing girlfriend and then got left. That doesn't typically happen. Men are more content. They're a lot more content with what they have. Women are the ones that always want better and better and better.